It's time for your daily crypto update with Framework Fortune Crypto. I'm your host, Ben, and we're going to dive in early today as I have a lot going on, and there's a lot going on in all the markets. So, let me get all situated here so we're all ready. So much chaos and panic across social media right now. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. People calling for Bitcoin to go down to 15K, 10K, 5K. Oh boy. It seems like we do this every time there's a dip in the market. But is this going to happen? Are we going to go on a very bearish move? And so far, maybe, but not likely. So we're looking at the weekly chart here on all these charts today to kind of figure out if we're going to be cracking here. Because on this weekly chart, it's very close. Where I had the line drawn, I just moved it down a little bit to kind of connect to the tip of that little tail there. But either way, no matter how you have this uptrend drawn, we're still testing the uptrend. And if we don't hold, we could see a dump down. But will it be a dump down dramatically to those crazy areas? I highly doubt it. I think 30,000 right through here will be a very strong test. Let me get an actual straight line to see. Oops, multiple straight lines there. More than likely that 30,000 will hold. It held through here, then held pretty much all summer last summer. So if it does crack this trend line, that's where we're looking to come back down to. Now, one thing could be that Bitcoin is going to lose that market dominance, as we've been talking about, to Ethereum, or maybe even another coin. But that doesn't mean that Bitcoin will just completely sell off and go to nothing. There's a lot of money still in Bitcoin, and the Taproot upgrade just happened, so things are just starting to, get formed with the Bitcoin chain that need to happen. It's needed to happen for a while, but Cosmos is going to be bridging Bitcoin. We know that. What's up, Rob? What's up, Ruben? What's up, Lauren? How's everybody doing today? So on the weekly chart, though, this wedge is still holding pretty strong. And we look at Ethereum. Maybe Bitcoin drops down to that area, but if Ethereum bounces and Bitcoin follows, it's not so much of a market dominance thing. If Bitcoin falls and Ethereum bounces, then I think we are having the market dominance switch. But that is going to be depending on what happens. Both of them right now testing very strong. It's key support areas that could lead to some lower prices in the future if we do not hold up. We have not cracked these areas yet, though. People are freaking out, and I don't think it is time to freak out yet. So, we're still on this uptrend. Even today, still on this uptrend. Bitcoin did drop below 40,000. But it was very short. It was a very quick drop down. We go on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, it's right here. So out of all these candles, the one candle that cracked below 40,000 was on a 4-hour chart. And let's see if we can track it down even lower right here. So it was in an hour of all this time frame that we have to look at. 1 hour where we dip below 40,000. I would not consider that breaking this support line, especially when we're right back up above it again. Since we came down from that initial drop, January 6th to the 10th so far, 4 days of holding the support line with just a few little tests. Now we have built some lower lows on this 1 hour chart. but they're just like these wicks. It's hard to count those really, because the actual pivot was right here at 40.5 on January 8th. And then even though we had that dip down, it was just for such a small point of time, the pivot is actually in the same area. Now this one we didn't really have a pivot. It just kind of shot down there and shot right back up. But we've had two pivot points that we can see on the 1 hour chart below 40,000 or at 40,000 where buyers are coming in. And that actually could signify a little bit of some buying pressure to come in again and push it back up if that indeed is a double bottom right here and right here. So we'll see. I'm not on the train yet of the crypto market crashing. I don't see why the crypto market would crash. And then if we go back to the weekly chart on Atom, and this is why I keep using Atom as an example, nothing about this chart looks like Atom is crashing. Like, this is beautiful. That's what I've been saying. Like, the chart that we've got on here is very nice. So maybe if that Bitcoin dominant switch to where Ether, maybe some of these other altcoins are getting that dominance, then Atom, and I may have said that already, but Atom may be taking some of it from Bitcoin. Could possibly take it from Bitcoin and Ethereum. But Atom is still bullish as it possibly could be. I mean, it's way up here. It's above the 10-day on the weekly. We're just testing at $40 again. So I'm not too concerned yet about anything crashing, besides maybe some certain coins. So if we stay on the weekly chart here and look at some coins that maybe we've watched in the past, ACH is not one I'm really concerned about. If you guys want me to look at a certain coin, just throw them in the chat there. What's up, Hoy? How's it going? Axie, looking on the weekly chart, is a coin that is going to be, or token. I can't remember if Axie is its own blockchain or not. Probably not. It's probably a token. Axie could not hold any support all the way down to 75, and it's still struggling in that area. There's that previous traffic, but if Axie can't hold here and rebound, Axie could drop down to $50, maybe even $40. So on a small scale of coin dominance, because this is a NFT play to earn game, and we're getting so many other play to earn games, I think we are going to see Axie lose some of the weight that it had, as it was one of the very few. This could be, possible entry time, or maybe next week, something like that on Axie if it can hold up. Maybe this is a discount price for it, but I'm just not sure yet because of all the competition that is out there. Theta, yeah, we can check out Theta. So let's run down and look at Theta. Let's see it on the weekly chart. Yeah, so here's Theta on the weekly chart. So Theta's initial run was at the beginning of January 21st. It's been selling off the entire year of August 2021. I mean, not August, but of 2021. And it sold off down to the support area at, looks like $4, around the $3.75, $4 area. But this recent drop really wasn't that big of an effect on Theta because Theta was already downtrending. So this one, I would say that's pretty unaffected. If Bitcoin and Ethereum was to drop more, maybe that would yank Theta down. But seeing as Theta at least held these previous gains from this rip in basically starting in August 20th to the end of December, it may not have held all of this up here, but it still is held above all of this movement up. So that still is a percentage gain increase year over year. And if it holds here, it is very close to the tip of this triangle. Looks like about February, March, which is still on track for what I was saying in December, and what I still think could happen very easily and more than likely will happen is this hot altcoin market coming up here in March or February, March, something like that. So even though it's been downtrending, it's had a whole year where it's tested that $4 pretty strong, and if it tests and holds again, probably, unless there's something going on with Theta that I'm not aware of, which I don't follow Theta that close, it should be fine. At these prices. I mean, if it does crack below these prices, it's going to have $3 support, and it's going to have $2.50, $2.75, $2, $1.50. Like, there's a lot of price ranges below this support that it's going to have to drop through. So, like, if buying has just completely died off of this thing, which looking at these volume bars does look like it has been very light volume for half a year since that previous rip. So you definitely want to see more buying volume, see bigger candles of volume than what we have at the moment, because this is very, very low volume, very, very low transactions happening. So whatever reason that is, that people don't want to buy this yet at $3 is a little concerning. I don't know exactly what Bitcoin is going to do. My best, I could be wrong about this bull run in March on all these altcoins. But Bitcoin is going to depend all on this week and next week, whether or not it holds this trend line. Because if it holds the trend line and starts climbing back up, I mean, midway through February, we could easily be back over 50,000, or even midways towards January. Bitcoin can climb, $10,000 in a day. It's done it before, and done it on multiple candles. So it could be like 2 days from now, we could see a big bounce off this trend line up to 48 or something like that. That's a very good possibility. And like I said, the other possibilities, we crack the trend line and then we drop down to 35,000 and test that as support. But if the only thing that makes it really difficult to say is if it's Bitcoin losing its dominance. That's the thing. Like, if Bitcoin is losing its dominance to Ethereum, then it may not reach as high as prices as people thought. Now, last year I predicted that we were going to see 75 as the high of the year on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin got close. It got to 69,000, but I'm not in the clouds about Bitcoin because I'm not even that big on Bitcoin, as I've always been, as I say all the time. I don't have but a little Bitcoin. I'm more interested in these other altcoin projects. But with that being said, I didn't think this was going to get over 100,000 just because of that dominant switch. You can't have a whole bunch of coins in the world that are all trillion cap coins. It's just not going to be possible. So if people are not making as much money on Bitcoin when they can take the same amount and go buy a bunch of Ether and stake Ether and earn that staking interest, for one Bitcoin at 40,000, you can get 13.5 Ethereum right now. So what's the better deal, for your money? What's the better bang for your buck? You're getting one Bitcoin that takes it would take it to go to 80,000 right now to be 100% double in price gain, whereas Ethereum only has to go to 6,000, which we look at Ethereum, 6,000 is not quite that far away. We were close. We were only 1,000 away from it at Ethereum's all-time highs. So just off of a value perspective, the dominance part to me is becoming clear. And again, though, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go to zero or even drop, below 30,000. There's still going to be interest in Bitcoin, especially with the Taproot upgrade. Now, if the Taproot upgrade was unsuccessful, then I'd be like, well, Bitcoin's probably going to be left in the past as, one of those things. But they are going to have projects built on the Bitcoin blockchain and bridges connected to it and all that. It's going to grow. The chain is going to grow out. So if the chain grows out, that's more value behind the coin. Because that's one of my biggest issues is like the argument for Bitcoin's value. Of course, the security because it's the oldest. I agree with that. The rarity aspect, yeah, there's only so many Bitcoin, but again, from the value point of view, 20 million Bitcoin versus 80 million Ethereum or whatever Ethereum's at. And Ethereum, like I said, that example earlier where you get way more value, you're still looking at Ethereum going to be probably gaining some market cap from Bitcoin. And because Atom is going to be bridging to Ethereum and Bitcoin, and Atom is so damn bullish compared to the whole entire rest of the crypto market, I think maybe that Atom is going to steal some of the fire from Bitcoin and Ethereum itself. Because we didn't have a lot these last 5 years where Bitcoin's seen its massive gains going on. Now we've got real NFT projects that are building their own economies within them, like Gods Unchained, Axie, those type of games like that. And then we've got DeFi economies. Like we have digital economies that are growing across all types of projects. So unless all these projects that are building these digital economies, like if the people in them just all decide they're done with cryptos and they just sell all their cryptos, which is not likely going to happen, especially if you've been staking at them and you've gotten 11-12% interest, and then the 10 or 11 airdrops this year from staking at them, you're not really concerned about what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing. You've been making plenty of money off of it, off of that ecosystem. So I don't know. There's a lot transpiring in the crypto markets, but it's not just the crypto markets. Like I've been saying on the Framework Fortune Home channel and the live stock trades, it's all of the markets that are getting really funky right now. Part of that is the nonsense with the Federal Reserve and all the inflation. But anyway, let's see. Was my prediction for Atom? I think we're going to see 50 before it really comes back down. The previous highs was at 44, 45 area. And, it wasn't like last week? Let's see, how many days was it? Yeah, 5 days ago we were at 45 at the all-time highs. So, I mean, it's looking bullish. Bounced right off of its little trend line, that little uptrend pretty easily. If it can hold that 50-day, hold 33, something like that, and just kind of curl up and shoot up to 50. Now, I don't know if we'll break 50 right away, but if you want to know what I think Atom will be at by the end of 2022, my prediction would probably be just based off of prior growth, let's see. $8 up to 25 on that big rip. That was only 2 months. So 8 to 25, that's a $18 gain. 1,800%. I would say we could see Atom to 75, maybe 100 by the end of 2022, or at some point during 2022. I don't know about the end. That's too far away to say. But Atom may chill out. You know, last time it got rejected at these areas, it did have a little pull. It had that pullback down to 20 there for a while. So that's why I say it's pretty important for it to try to break, because I want to see Atom lead the altcoin market, the hot altcoin market in February, towards the end of January through February into March is what I think this run will be. So I want to see Atom break 45 and make a new high. Whether it's over 50 or not doesn't really matter to me. I just want to see a new high within the next week to see this upward momentum continue. Because I don't want to see it come back down to the trend line again. Because if it comes back down to the trend line, we're looking like midways through January, and then it would have to bounce and come all the way back up to 50. I'd rather it come back up to 50 from this area. It's a lot shorter of a distance to travel, because that $50 is going to be a very strong psychological line of resistance for Atom. But we break 50 in February. You know, I can see Atom getting up there, and it's mainly because of all the IBC, interblockchain compatibility, whatever their bridges they're working on. Hey, what's up, Elvis? How's it going, buddy? It's been a while. DR954, you remember me? Where you remember me from? See me on YouTube, or did I do something, say something, make you mad? It's a possibility. We do have ACH up today, having a pretty nice rebound. So, you know, even though everything's been going down, each day we still have been seeing some type of upward movement on some altcoins. So that was a pretty nice rebound there. It was down at 6.5 and shot up to about 10 cents. That's a pretty big move for that cheap of a crypto. So that's a nice move for the day. And Akash is on that list. Actually, let's go to Coinbase. Let's see. I forget that my list is out of date a little bit. I need to, I don't know. The list is just getting so big of so many coins in Coinbase. I may just shorten my list and keep an eye on a small amount. Trade. Personally, because it's getting too much. It's getting too much to keep an eye on every single coin. Let's see this percent change. See if there's anything I'm not seeing. So Alchemy Pay, the Net Wrap, Centrifuge, Atom, Pax is a stable coin. And that's pretty much it. So not too much actually going on. Just ACH, which is Alchemy Pay. Now for my Gods people, Atom go to the moon. It's, you know, I don't know if it's going to go to the moon, but I definitely think there's a ton more growth for Atom. I stake Atom and multiple coins in the Cosmos ecosystem myself, so. And that's another thing. Like if you've been staking Atom, or you've been staking a coin that has been getting you plenty of interest and perks, like the airdrops for Atom, but the price has been dropping, you still got to think about all the interest you've earned on it? And have you actually lost any money, any value since the price has dropped? Especially if you're reinvesting your staking rewards back into the staking and delegating to the nodes. Now, do want to talk about Gods? Let's go ahead and hop into Gods Unchained. What is going on there? So, had a nice little pop yesterday. I actually was able to pop back up over $4, but got pushed back down pretty quickly. Still testing this $3 area. And it's very important that Gods holds up the $3 area. We want to see it hold and then break this downtrend. It looked like yesterday was going to be a break, but it ended up being a little bull trap. Probably caught up a few bulls in that wick. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. IMX, the immutable platform, this thing dumped cheaper than I thought it was going to get. But apparently 350 was an area that some other buyers thought was a good deal for it. As you can see, buying volume has come in here and 2 days in a row pushed this off of that 350 area. So if we continue to see 350 hold up, that may be a nice bottom for IMX. Which still 350 is pretty cheap, I would say, for that platform in the long run. And Solana, speaking of it, when I was talking about it a minute ago, it's still right here on this support line at 135. Cracked 150, unfortunately, so 150 is probably going to hold as new resistance if we do bounce off of this 135 area. But crack of that, we might see Solana down to 120, maybe even 100. But if Solana comes down to 100, and we're looking at the overall chart here on Coinbase, 100 would still be most of the gains just from July to August of 2021. Like all of this, of course, would be wiped out. But the previous start of this, as long as 100 holds, would still be up a decent, actually not even a decent amount, quite a bit of a percentage as it went from around 25 up to $100. So even if it does crack here, $100 would be really, really strong support. And might not be a bad place as well. Let's see what else we got. SHIB. SHIB is really struggled. Not able to hold any of these lines of support. Just has this nasty downtrend that it just continues to follow. Getting pushed down. There is still some support at that quad 02 and then right at quad 02.5. But those two little support areas is all that is left for Shiba to hold up before Shiba could drop down to quad 01 and maybe even lower back down into the 50 area. So SHIB's going to need to see a turnaround. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, where we need to see coins and projects, the ones I want on my list, even though I'm not against Shiba, the ones on my main watch list, I want them to look like they're on some type of uptrend over the on the strongest, longest time frames. So Shiba's questionable at the moment. Let's look at some of these other ones. You see Cartesi cracked its uptrend. More than likely Cartesi could start dumping. Even if I move the uptrend any at all, it still doesn't matter. It's below it. It's below the 50-day. So we may see some bearish move out of Cartesi. So I don't know if that's gonna, like I said, I don't know if that'll be an area for Cartesi to rebound. Maybe 50 cents. I may have to pull back down a little bit lower, but still, below this uptrend, it's not going to continue its upward momentum unless it gets some type of jerk up. So there's a lot of different patterns that, like, here's another one, XYO, which this just came out in September on Coinbase. Had some quick explosions up there, but has been selling off since then. It's even cracked this trend line, so that's like not one I really want to pay attention to until it can break that downtrend. So I'm going to take that one off. XMR, that one did crack some. At least crack the trend line, unless maybe draw more like that. So possibly, that looks like that may be where the trend line's at, but still testing. Algorand is one, which it is still downtrending. I'm gonna move this line too. But making those stair steps, as I was saying the other day, this is one I do want to keep on my watch list. Auction has sold off so much, I almost want to keep it on the watch list just because how much lower is this thing going to go if it doesn't stop, because this was an interesting project, but not looking too good. I'm going to drop it off of there for now. Oh boy, we got squiggles all over on Avalanche. We can move these old squiggles. So Avalanche, yeah, this is another one too that I would keep on my watch list at all times. Even though it's pulled back, I mean, it's way up here. It's like Cosmos. It's pulled back to 85, but held all of these gains for 2021 so far into 2022. So that's I think that's just kind of what we're seeing. We're just seeing if new support areas are going to be built, if new buy-in and new transaction volume across the crypto markets is going to be built at these levels. Is adoption going to continue to push up? And I think it is. No matter how much they try in the media and on social media to scream bears and the sky is falling, what reasons are there for right now for people not to adopt cryptos? I mean, you've got high inflation in the fiat currency, while also the Federal Reserve, who controls the fiat currency, is saying that they're going to raise interest rates on loans that are in the fiat currency. It's just a recipe for disaster for the fiat currency. And I'd rather be in some cryptocurrencies that have staking or something to beat out inflation. Oh, what I think of, yeah, I did do, I mean, I only talked about Gods for a second. Gods has had so much problems this past weekend, except for the chain itself. The platform and everything ran pretty good. They just got hacked in the Discord, but they have took a pretty hard hit. And at the moment on this weekly chart, it doesn't look great. It looks like it could sell off more. But we go into the daily chart, we are right in the tip of this consolidation. I think it's overextended. I think $3 in this area is a pretty good deal. I got a big position on Coinbase. Well, not a big position, but a decent sized position. I got 278 3 days ago at the 325 area, and I've been holding it because that was like right through here. Yeah, it'd been that day and that candle. And I'm holding that position for a swing trade just to see it break this downtrend. Because if it does break this downtrend, just like yesterday's little quick pop where it shot up almost a whole dollar, if big buying volume comes in as low supply as this is, we could see it shoot back up to 5 pretty easily. So, I mean, I'm in it. Besides the coins that I'd already got from the game, besides the coins I got before it came on the Coinbase that I have in MetaMask, this is a whole separate position that I'm just looking for that nice move. Now, I could have locked it up or locked it out here when it ran up the floor, but I'm looking for it to actually rebound. However, if it cracks below 3 and it cannot hold $3, I will have to get out of this position and wait until it finds another support area. But so far, since Gods has been out, this is the lowest prices that it's been at in this support area that's confirmed twice. So the thing is, hold on a second, let's pull up the Discord. The Gods Discord, there was a new tweet. This is how much the game has grown. Well, if I can get this to work, where did that go? Hold on a second. This thing's being stupid. Where did you go? Oh, never mind. There it is. This Discord's being crazy. Get out of here. There it is. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this Discord, but you can see that there. This is from Gods Unchained. So in a year, this is how much this game grew. From 2021 January, 3,000 weekly active users. And by the end of 2021, starting in January 2022, 75K weekly active users. So there is a lot more people earning Gods token who may be cashing out of it. But are they cashing out of it because they think it's a bad investment, or are they cashing out of it because they don't care about the investment part? They're not investors. They're just gamers, so they're cashing out of it to get a payment every week, maybe to pay bills or whatever for playing the game. So maybe a lot of that could be causing some of the dumping, but looking at how quick this game is growing, I mean, I'm... Like these areas, like if it goes lower, great. I'm buying more. Like I don't, like that type of growth. If we see even half of that same growth, the Gods weekly active user base will be over 150,000 by the end of this next year. By the end of 2020, and 150,000 players. Once people realize that you'll be able to stake and they start the actual staking and governance, that's going to be a reason to keep the coin. Right now, there's not a whole lot of reason to keep the coin other than as a speculative long-term investment. Because some people are spending Gods in the NFT marketplace for Gods cards for NFTs, things like that. So we are seeing a lot of selling that could lead to a bigger sell-off. But I just think, like the more they do that, because it's a rational behavior. So if it's a rational behavior we're seeing in a project that looks like it's going to go up, then that irrational behavior means that is probably an advantage for us rational traders who can be like, oh, well, this is all panic selling. Let them continue to drop it, and then we can get it even lower. Because I'm going to be staking. Like, I'm going to stake Gods. As soon as I'm able to stake it, it's getting staked. That's just all there is to it. If the price goes lower, I'm buying more, staking more. So I can see, with this type of growth, I can see clearly this game is on an uptrend. 3K to 75K. That doesn't take years in the stock market or anything to look at and say, oh, this is something I might want to have a little bit of money in. Let's see. Okay, we got a lot of comments here. Yeah, the game itself is doing really good. The blockchain itself is doing really good. The NFT market is holding up pretty good. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Cezos. I'm with you. Like, everything's going good other than the Discord got hacked. And then here shortly, they're going to have staking and governance. Dion, your Shinja's down today. What is going on with the crypto market? So it's not just the crypto market. It's all the markets, as I've been saying. If you just go look at the indexes, you can see it. Dow Jones. Woo, that Dow Jones got way down there earlier today. That's down. The U.S. dollar index has rebounded a little bit, but that's just always going to go down with inflation. Gold's barely rebounded, but gold got hit pretty hard. Silver got hit pretty hard. Real estate got hit really hard. Like, none of it, like, if you're looking just solely at the crypto market and freaking out, then you haven't looked at all the other markets. So that's the thing why I say I'm not nervous about this crypto drop that we've had at all. I'm like, ready to go here. Considering the reason why all these markets are dropping is because people are indecisive. They don't know where they want to put their money to prevent them from losing their purchasing power from inflation. So, of course, I'm a gold and silver guy way before I was a crypto guy, so I have gold and silver that I constantly add to my piles, but I also have piles of cryptos. And I would rather be in gold, silver, cryptos, and real estate than be in the dollar, which has been on a 30-year downtrend, or be in the stock market, which looks like the leaning tower of... Like, the stock... Like, look at this. You could literally use the stock market chart from just the COVID dip. But it's not even just the COVID dip. The COVID dip to back up to this rebound could be used as a Viagra commercial. Right? This is the Federal Reserve pumping money in full blast. So this big old dingling here that's pointing straight up in the air is all Federal Reserve Jerome Powell printing money. So I don't want to be in this thing that's way up like this. I'd much rather be in, the cryptos that have been uptrending but are kind of down right now. Because when that thing comes down, when that erectile dysfunction that the U.S. stock market is having, when that gets settled, that's going to be quite the mushroom stamp that it leaves on investors' heads. Which is why I've been very bearish on that. But yeah, it's not just the crypto market, it's all the markets. Let's see here. What broker account? I'm not using a broker account on TradingView. I just use TradingView for the charts because I guess just saying I keep up with all the indexes and futures. I keep up with stocks. So TradingView is just a great tool. Plus they have some of the best charts. I just enjoy using it. But I use Coinbase and Voyager for my exchanges. So Coinbase I only use for the pay to earn, or not pay to, well, yeah, pay to earn and learn to earn. But I've got the Coinbase card and I get a bunch. You can see I've gotten $85 back and 4% AMP rewards. But I only use the Coinbase account for that. For Coinbase Pro is what I mainly use. If you don't know this, if you use Coinbase, you can use Coinbase Pro just by logging in with your Coinbase account information. Coinbase Pro is going to be the same login, but it is going to be a separate wallet than the regular Coinbase wallet. But Coinbase Pro is also cheaper fees to buy on. So if you've been buying and selling all your stocks on regular Coinbase, you know, you're probably paying more in fees than you should be with Coinbase Pro. And then sometimes I'll go to some decentralized dexes, like Gravity Dex and the Cosmos ecosystem if I'm loading up my Kepler wallet with some more staking ammo. Let's see. Raul Lopez, Ethereum token. Don't know what that is. Do you have a ticker symbol? Dion, your coin has reflections. I'm not sure what you mean, what you're asking me there. Senor Green, Gods is not for you. I would say maybe check out Project Quantum. Project Quantum. Here, I'll link you the white papers. Very beautiful presentation. This is a first-person shooter. This is definitely going to be an interesting. I think this is the first-person shooter one. Yeah. So this is Project Quantum NFT game. Yeah, the looter shooter where everything you can acquire can be traded for real-world currency qubit. Jump into the game, gather as much as you can, and get out before something gets you. But like I said, beautiful presentation they have here of actual game footage, some of the weapons and all these weapons are NFTs. They do have a big supply, 1 trillion. Pre-sale, 10% of tokens sold. So yeah, there's going to be some burns also. I haven't went through all of Project Quantum yet. There's a little breakdown of some more, but check out these white papers. Check out that project. That's one. And then let me see, what's the other one? Well, Discord will stop being stupid. Let me think. Quantum and what is the other one? There's a new one that just came out. I've got it in my IMX wallet. What is it called? No, but we'll take a look at Guild of Guardians here in a second. You know what? Let's do that. Let's take a look at Guild of Guardians. If I can figure out, here we go. Now my Discord. Get that out of here. Okay, so what was it? Right here. I'm a part of the group. Well, that's Project Quantum. Planet Quest. Planet Quest is the other one. This one is super new. They've got a lot starting to go on. So I already got a free NFT from Planet Quest. That one is more like, I think, here's the website for it. I'm actually not that sure. It looks nice. The little graphics they got here on the website. But it's so new, I don't really know. I've not dove into it yet that deep, other than to get the free NFT for signing up. So there's I'm sorry. What did I just put in? Planet Quest. Sorry, never mind. I brain's not working. Okay. Let's jump into Guild. What did you call it? Guild of Guardians. That's what it is. I think I looked at it a little bit, but I did not like the type of game style it is for me personally, because it looked like a WoW, League of Legends. So they do have a public sale going on right now. There's 10 hours left. One Guild of Guardians is 10 cents, so that's pretty cheap. Or buy an asset up to 20% discount for NFT and bonus of up to 100,000 GOG. So collect Guardians, build your dream team. Each hero is unique and offers deep strategic combinations for you and your guild. One random rare better. So they're trying to raise some money here. Pet and energy boost. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. So okay, is this already on mobile? Because Gods, I know I've seen a lot of people say they can't wait for Gods to go on, or they wish Gods would go on mobile, or it'd be a great idea. Gods is going to go on mobile. The dev team has already announced that. That is one of their plans this year, I believe, is to get Gods Unchained on the mobile version. So, looks like you're getting some interesting stuff here early, but you're not going to get it for free. Let's read this white paper. Let's dive into it. So, it's a multiplayer fantasy action RPG. They want to build the world's most popular RPG where millions of players can turn their passion for gaming into real assets. We're on a journey to disrupt the gaming industry to build a future play to earn, yada, yada, yada. I don't care about all of that part. We got a cinematic trailer. Let's just see what it looks like. Pop that up for you guys. Boy, check that axe. Okay. Okay, so I mean, nice little trailer. Nothing wrong with that trailer, but those graphics are not quite accurate to what I saw, but we'll see. I don't care about that. There we go. Here we go. Design goals. And all this is just similar to any other project that's an NFT. Is inspired by Diablo and Dungeons and Dragons. Low poly style and all characters combat is in 3D. Let's see, here's some of the yeah, see, this is what it actually looks like. This is what it actually looks like right here. This is what I saw when I looked at it. So that is not quite what the original trailer looks like. Like I said, the trailer looks good. It's a great advertisement, but what the game actually looks like looks just like WoW or League of Legends or any of those. Sicilian, this is an NFT game. So it's a play to earn game where you can earn NFTs and their cryptocurrency. Their cryptocurrency is, what is it called? Guild of Guardians, GOG. It's the Guild of Guardians metaverse token. Well, the ticker symbol's GOG. So you can see, actually, people are buying this as I'm talking about it. That just went up a couple of percent. I want to see. Okay, that's all the gameplay stuff. So this is all about the gameplay. I'm not so interested on the gameplay as I am. Here we go. Play and earn. So here's the different ways you can earn money by playing Guild of Guardians, or at least that's what they're aiming for. The only way to create NFT items in the Guild of Guardians is from guilds. Crafting materials will be a drop from dungeons. Players can contribute crafting materials to their guild to craft blockchain items, which will automatically be sent to the market to be sold. The profits will automatically be split proportional to each player's contribution. Interesting. Crafting of equipment will require all types of materials, including those that can only be found in lower level dungeons or by using heroes from specific factions, meaning that both new and experienced players have a specialized role in guild crafting and must work together. So if you're, some people like to play games solo. I don't know how that's going to work out in the long run. In addition, certain crafted materials will only be available as drops to heroes of a certain faction. So that guild crafting thing, that's a little, I don't know about. Hero merging, there will be a set of never sold heroes that can only be merged. Players can play for free to earn common heroes which aren't tradable, so kind of like the common core cards, that set with gods. Players can then merge multiple heroes into one of a higher tradable rarity, meaning players can play for free and eventually work their way up to owning legendary heroes. For example, merge 5 duplicate rares into one random epic hero. This is straight off of Gods Unchained's white paper from the Forge. It looks like they have bit Gods Unchained's idea and just slightly changed it. It made it to fit this type of game instead of a TCG. So, they're going to do some NFT drops. Prizes will likely be tiered. I'm not digging it. I'll be honest with you, but it's just me so far. Gem supply schedule. There will be a maximum of 1 billion Guild of Guardians gems. Gems issued may be subject to transfer restriction on case-by-case basis. Okay. To ensure appropriate number of tokens relative to the player. So the player rewards is 35% of the supply, 28% community rewards, 20% to developers. That's a little high. 6% guild, Guardians Guild Limited, 6% to the public sale, 5% to private sale. Who is getting those 5%? I'm curious about. And looks like they plan on unlocking it all in a 48th month span. So in 4 years, they will have all the supply out there, or most of it. But the community should have continually went up as well, if growing. Private sell tokens will unlock over 30 months with a 12-month cliff. They may also provide early access to the game or exclusive heroes to early backers. So getting in there early, they are going to try to incentivize you. $200 million gems will be allocated to Leonis. I don't know who Leonis is, but hopefully he's the person who's over the game and not some random person they just threw in there. I don't know. Every day there will be a fixed number of gems released. Yeah, they're doing that smart contract. Discretionary pools. In longer term, the allocation of discretionary rewards will likely be decentralized, so gem holders can vote on what they want to see for rewards. So you need gems to mint NFTs, same thing as Gods Token and the Forge. Gems are needed to buy assets in primary sales or as a fee in secondary sales. So same utility as Gods. Staking rewards, active staking rewards, which is exactly what Gods was talking about. Yeah, and the governance and voting. So I don't really need to jump too much more in there. I mean, there is a possibility. The roadmap's not loading. That's not cool. Let me see if I can get that to pop up. Oh, this is on Immutable though. Interesting. So I don't know. I mean, it depends. This is one of those games where it's like, how many of these WoW and League of Legends type games are already out there, and then how many, like if WoW decides to start going the NFT route, is anybody going to pay attention to Guilds of Guardians? Of course, the same thing could happen with Gods Unchained if, say, like Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone or anything else was to go NFTs. The only thing is, Gods is way more established so far than Guilds of the Guardians. Guilds of the Guardians, or Guild of Guardians, well, I know I'm saying it wrong. I mean, they don't have anything yet. Is the game even out? Do you have access to the game? Let's go in there and check them. Well, no, that's everything. This is the whole website. So they have a Discord. They have a Twitter and a Facebook. And that's all. Yeah, I'm going to join it. They do have, looks like, 120,000 members. Looks like I have to actually verify my account. There we go. See what new news they got out. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Actually, I know exactly how to find this. If it's on Immutable, then all we got to do is go to Immutable. Let me see here. Let me if there's any more comments. $100 billion supply. See freely day coins for its mining. Let's see, what are you talking about, Real? Oh, you're talking about Ethereum token, so I'll add that one to the list. Check it. See, Lauren said check out Insta. Let me see what's going on there. I got messages, calls, all kinds of stuff. Oh, nice. Nice pool, Lauren. Nice. Oh yeah, to the immutable marketplace, and let's check out, see if Guild of Guardians is on here. And there it is, Guilds of Guardians Heroes. Let's see how much these boys are selling for in USDC terms. So you can get them for $50 right now, some of them. Let's see, let's go price highest to lowest. Oh, look at that, $25,000 for this guy. 15,000 for this guy, 5,000 for this guy. They look like the same guy. So what is the difference between these two? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see, look, there's like no. They've got these for such a high price, but there's plenty of these guys, so it's got to be something to do with the NFT itself. Type 37. I'd have to go through and compare all these. Let's see. Which I'm not willing to do right now. Yeah, no, type 37 melee. Look at this. Maybe it's the rarity. That's a legendary. Let's see what this one is. No, that's a legendary as well. So what is the deal with these two? That is a legendary as well. So I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. It's cool that they do have a little video of the NFT character that you're buying, but I don't know. Let's see. Here's the elements. Let's go look at the elements. It just looks like people too. Elite. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, but I want to see a little bit more out of it. I definitely am not willing to pay $50 for one of those things at the moment. We'll see what this Ethereum. What is that thing? How do you spell it? Ethereum token. But if you like that type of game, you could definitely do more research and check it out. I appreciate you to bring it to me. I don't think it's something I'm going to get too big into it. What do we...
Hi everybody, here Robert, CEO of Ethereum Token, the first mine-backed crypto.
What? So this is a mining... This is a mining coin? Good God, how many zeros is that? Was that 100 trillion? Because that would be, yeah, that's 100 trillion tokens. 38% of the marketing. So, like, one thing I don't like already is the quality of this website. This website is very easily made. There's nothing special about it. Even the graphics are kind of blurry. This is not good font. I mean, it's a regular font, but comparing this white paper to the quantum white paper, and nah. Oh my God. Yeah, so they're in phase one. They've launched a website. They have not done a contract item. They've done a private sale and they've done 1,000 Telegram members. So, I mean, I don't know about this at all. And that's all the white paper is. Yeah, nah. I don't want nothing to do with that. That looks scary. Alright. Well, God's having a little pop back up there. I definitely think we can keep GOG on watch at Guild of Guardians. I think it could have some potential. That's definitely not it. GOG, Guild of Guardians. Let's go with the USD here. Yeah, you can see it had a huge spike. What was that? December 22nd coming out on FTX. Shot up to $4 and then immediately came back down and has been downtrending since. Only $1 though. How much can you buy? You can buy... Hold on a minute. Here it is. So you can buy one GOG from them for 10 cents. And they're trading on the market at $1 right now. So I don't know why you would go, if you are going to get in this, probably a good idea to buy it directly from the token sale than buying it for 90 cents higher on the market on some exchange or swap. But you only got 10 hours left to get some of this GOG for 10 cents. Look at that, they're up to 40%. They're selling out of it, man. They're selling their little launch. Not too bad. Interesting. I don't know. Somebody's buying it. People are buying it. So there's wherever my mouth's getting too dry. Wherever there are buyers and demand, then there is a place to possibly make money at. It was 100 billion on Ethereum. Well, like I said, 100 billion, 100 trillion. There's not a lot on that project to value it. They don't have anything. You know what I mean? Like the website is not great, and they've got some Telegram members, 1,000 Telegram members. Like that's not really anything. So that Aetherius or whatever it was, until it shows something more than that. But yeah, if you want to get in your GOG, grab it now if you can. We'll be back tomorrow, same time around 4 p.m. for the crypto update. Actually, tomorrow we'll be playing some live Gods Unchained as I continue to try to get into Mythic. And we'll keep an eye on the charts throughout the day to make sure that nothing crazy is happening. Right now, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of that still holding their support areas. So we'll see what happens tonight. If you haven't yet, go check out frameworkfortune.com. You can get access to the Discord. You just got to sign up for the website first. We're doing that to keep every spammer and hacker and all that stuff out of there. And yeah. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. If you need to get a hold of me, there's plenty of social media you can find on the frameworkfortune.com website to reach out. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.